What's up, Cancer? What's up, Cancer placements? We're about to get into this reading for you. It's going to be like messages from your higher self. Like, what do you need to know? Messages from your higher self. What is Spirit saying to you? The energy's been kind of heavy lately. The energy's been kind of thick. I don't know if you're feeling it. Probably if you're here, unless you just checking out tarot readings. I don't know what's up with you. So let's go ahead. Get some Florida water popping. Let's set some intentions. Take a breath. Another breath. Another breath. Cool, cool, cool. I never shuffle the deck that way, but whatever. So what does your higher self want to say to you? We saw the Knight of Swords, the Sun, the Hierophant. Okay. Clarity. Choices, decisions. Gotta choose them carefully. Shout out to Yo Gotti. Another two of Pentacles. Decisions. Oh, your higher self talking to you a lot about clarity, decisions, harmony, reciprocity, balance, equal give and take, fairness. Something's shaking up for you. The Tower. So something's being illuminated to you. Something had to change drastically for you to see the truth of something. The Hanged Man, maybe you're feeling stuck right now, but you're not stuck. You're having a shift in perspective. The Empress, nurturing, grounded, manifesting, Cancer. There go your card. Now again, this is for all Cancer placements. So where is Cancer in your chart? You could be a Pisces. Hilarious. You could be a Pisces. I'm a Pisces. You could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but again, wherever Cancer is in your chart. So it could be second house Cancer, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So whatever the message is here for you, but this is a channel about healing our shadows, you know what I'm saying, working on seeing the truth. What have we been avoiding? Healing Cancer energy. All right. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So some sort of journey that you're needing to nurture. I don't know if I'm showing all my little goodies, y'all. Trying to keep myself together. So, messages from your higher self. What's up? Queen of Cups. Nurturing yourself. Eight of Wands at the bottom. Some sort of rapid, fast, forward movement. The Queen of Cups, that's like knowing how to nurture your emotions. Two of Swords. Oof, we already saw two of the twos. We saw Two of Wands and we saw Two of Pentacles. And here goes Two of Swords. So again, knowing how to make decisions. But even though this is Swords, oh my God, hilarious. Hilarious. Two of Cups, literally all the twos. All the twos. So your higher self right now, Cancer, is talking to you about decisions. And all the twos relate to High Priestess. That's the second major, or I was about to say the second major arcana, but it's really the third because it's the Fool, then the Magician, then the High Priestess. How interesting that a two is really a three. Oh my God. If you're interested in pattern recognition and learning how to like learn numerology, tarot, stuff like that, you're going to have to check out my other channel, The House of Rest, where we talk about recognizing patterns. But this is like, bro, what's up? Okay. Very, very clear messages here. The twos related to High Priestess, being able to see through the veil, using your intuition. Queen of Cups, master intuitive. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking up on love, but this could be self-love. This could be, your own yin and yang energy within inside of yourself. I'm low-key picking up on love. Wheel of Fortune, taking chances, the divine bringing some sort of a shift, like you're about to be up leveled in some way. But at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So you could be feeling like confused, feeling like things are still kind of chaotic for you. But it's because the divine is shifting some things. Could go either way. So what you been doing? Seven of Wands. So this is about boundaries. The Two of Swords, low key, could also be about boundaries, but boundaries. I think you're feeling like kind of defensive right now. But if we talk about messages from your higher self, it's like you may not feel like it because bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands, like you probably feeling like really overburdened right now. And this is another 10, which I'm picking up on judgment energy. Like this is the divine is real heavy. Your higher self, the divine, like it is really calling the shots right now. But messages from your higher self is you're really above all your problems. You know what I'm saying? The person is holding a wand, but the 6 wands are beneath. You know what I mean? So you're in a better position than you think, but I'm getting like stay in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like you, oh Lord. Justice, low key in the reverse. So something wasn't fair here. Maybe you're feeling like something's not fair. But at the bottom of the deck, we got the strength and death. So whatever you're going through, it's taking a lot of strength. It's taking a lot of courage. You probably feel like you're going through like an ego death right now. Um, oh, Lord. But something wasn't fair. I think I'm also picking up with the Wheel of Fortune and how I was picking up on that judgment energy, needing to use your intuition, making decisions. Maybe you did something that wasn't right. Clarify the justice in reverse. King of Cups. Yeah, so maybe you were being like unfair emotionally. With the Ace of Cups at the bottom, and I think you're wanting to have some sort of a new beginning with something. Maybe you're learning how to listen to your intuition because maybe before you thought you was listening to your intuition, or you were more so coming out of your ego. So now there's some things that are coming into balance. The universe is restoring balance, and you are experiencing a new beginning that is taking a lot of hard work, going within, doing a lot of heavy reflecting. But it seems like you was really in your ego about something, and you are learning a valuable lesson of like the consequences of that. When we don't listen to our heart, when we don't listen to God, when we don't listen to our intuition, when we don't listen to that still small voice within us. Any other? Yeah, devil in reverse. So you coming out of this devil energy. So you were in some toxicity, and you're finding balance, learning how to have some boundaries, because maybe you was just self sabotaging, like chained down, like in bondage to some stuff that was not for you, as if like maybe you thought it was what you were supposed to be doing, but you found out that you were sadly mistaken, that you were deceived. I'm getting the deceiver type of energy with the devil coming in, but it's in reverse. So and the temperance at the bottom. So I feel like you're seeing this clearly now. So what about all these twos? Like, what's the choice that If your higher self is talking to you about choices, then what are like some choices that you're needing to make? Ace of Pentacles. So, I'm getting something about your money. Maybe making different decisions when it comes to finances, because whatever decisions you was making got you feeling anxious, got you up at night, got you worried. You know what I'm saying? You can't even sleep because of the thoughts that you're having. Give me another card. The Emperor. Decisions on like who you are, really learning how to stand in your authority and understanding like your true identity. So maybe you were like before operating in like some false emperor energy. You know what I'm saying? And then at the bottom, we got the Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Lover. So I do feel like this could be about a love connection, some type of commitment. Maybe you want to offer, maybe you want to like have some sort of a commitment in regards to your money, in regards to some sort of opportunity. It could be regarding marriage and partnership, something to do with a love relationship, or it could just be something about like harmony and really seeing the truth, being more spiritually led. Give me another card on that. Six of Pentacles. Got a lot of Pentacle energy going on here, at least right here. So I'm getting that you did something that wasn't fair. So you learning about fairness. You learn about fairness, and God is teaching you about fairness and balance and justice and what true reciprocity is. And this is feeling like a burden. You feeling wounded, you feeling tired, like you ready for this to be over. You ready to have some sort of a new beginning, like a passionate new beginning in your life after feeling very regretful, remorseful, disappointed, depressed about something that you really cared about that seems like it got ruined because you were acting too quickly. You were moving too quickly. You was thinking too fast. You weren't grounded in your thoughts and your communication. You were moving too fast. You was trying to be like this King of Pentacles. You was low key putting on like a front. You were putting on some sort of a front as if like, oh, I got it, and it left you sitting in some illusions. You thought you had choices, but seemed like that didn't go very well. Seemed like that did not go well at all, Cancer. So what's the devil energy that you was in? Not being able to make decisions. It's like your spirit knew. You could see it as if you had the world in your hands, but you didn't want to make a decision. You were being immature. With the star right behind that, like you didn't want to heal. There was like some healing that you needed to do. Maybe something regarding inner child healing that keeps you from making decisions. And that's the devil energy that you were in. Maybe you were seeking validation. That's low key devil energy when you more concerned about what other people think about you than listening to your spirit and what you know and what you think about yourself. Mm. And the Eight of Cups right behind that. So the devil energy is about you not walking away from things that don't serve you. I'm noticing too, like the Three of Cups at the top, and with that Five of Cups that we saw earlier, the three cups were spilled over. So you could have been more so concerned about celebrating, partying, hanging out with your friends, wanting things to just feel so jovial and good all the time that you were avoiding this healing that you really needed to do. And there go the high priestess. Like, you wasn't listening to your intuition, and it cost you a foundation, maybe a home, maybe a partnership, maybe a marriage, because we did see the Hierophant, that you actually really wanted, because you weren't being honest. You wasn't being honest with yourself, and you probably wasn't communicating the truth to whoever it was, and it cost you your family, it cost you your legacy. It seemed like it affected your money. And now God got you sitting here in Hangman. Now God got you sitting here looking at things from a different perspective, so you can really understand who you are, and you can see things a lot more clearly. But it's uncomfortable for you. I feel it. I mean, don't nobody like to be chastised. Don't nobody want to deal with consequences, like, especially when they're not fun. Totally understand that. So what is it about the decision making that's so difficult for you? Because the two energy is heavy. It's heavy in this energy read. So what is it about making decisions that feels so scary for you? Okay, I'm gonna take it, but I'm gonna take one more. The Three of Swords. So something, maybe in the past when you made decisions, you felt like you got your heart broken. Maybe you're afraid to communicate your truth because you don't want to hurt people. Maybe you're afraid to communicate your truth because you feel like it's gonna take away something that you want. With that three energy, I'm picking back up on that Three of Cups. Like, you feel like it's gonna affect your happiness in some way. And then with the Chariot and the, oh God, oh God, oh my God, it's like so much happening. So at the bottom of the deck, we got the Chariot, which is a card of Cancer, right? So it's like, low key, I feel like you're afraid of actually moving forward. The Six of Swords, like moving to calmer waters. It's like you're afraid of getting out of your comfort zone, like moving away from what you are used to. Please excuse my dog in the background over here, being a clown. The Two of Pentacles is back to like making decisions. Like, it's like you get stuck. Like, oh, should I do this or should I do that? Like you don't want to miss out on stuff, and so it paralyzes you when it comes to making decisions. But then when we got the Sun with the Empress, that was at the bottom of the deck too, because the bottom of the deck, that's the underlying energy. Okay, so beneath it all, it's as if like you're afraid of your own light, you're afraid of your own happiness, you're afraid of nurturing these decisions, because the Empress comes after the High Priestess. So the High Priestess knows, okay, has discernment, has wisdom, spiritually can see through the veil, can see through to the unseen. But the Empress, like, puts in that work, like understands how to nurture those decisions to actually cause them to manifest into physical reality. Card of Taurus, but also I relate this card to Pisces. So there's something when it comes to the work involved after actually choosing. So what do you even feel like you're gaining by standing still? Because that's what I'm getting, is like, as if you just want to stand still. Like, I don't want to make a decision. I don't want to have to like work too hard. I just want to like have fun. That's who I feel like I am, is the Emperor of Fun. Okay, I'm the fun master. So I feel like I was asking another question, but what I want to ask is, what are you actually to gain once you can make a decision? What's waiting on the other side for you when you actually start to make these decisions and nurture them? Wow, 10 of Cups, fast. Your ultimate happiness, emotional fulfillment. There go that family, rainbows in the sky. Okay, everything's wonderful. Everything is going to be wonderful for you. Anything else? I mean, I feel like that was just amazing. And learning experiences. Underneath it all, there's a lot for you to learn. And forward movement. Three of Pentacles with the Three of Cups at the bottom. So that's hilarious. That is hilarious. 33 could be significant. The number 6 could be significant for you. The fact that you low-key so afraid that you're going to miss out on these Three of Cups, but that's exactly what's waiting for you on the other side. That's exactly what's waiting for you if you're willing to make a decision and do the work. You're going to build with your community. You're still going to have your community. The Three of Pentacles, that's building with community. You still gonna be making money. You still gonna be like your body is gonna be nurtured. You know what I'm saying? Somatic healing. I'm even getting like physical intimacy. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally would have it all. 6, the number of harmony and divine balance. And this is yin energy as well. If this is about a feminine, that feminine's on the other side. 10 of Cups. But with 13 Cups, it's like you have to go through an ego death when it comes to your emotions. Queen of Pentacles, like being grounded within your finances. I mean, just steady wealth. 8 of Wands, like rapid forward momentum on the other side of you making decisions, making choices, and nurturing them and moving forward in your life. I mean, it seems like it's just all positivity. So, what's the fear? What's the fear in making the decision? Did we already ask that? That's the ego death. It's like you're afraid of the ego death, but what's hilarious is that it's unavoidable. You're going through the ego death right now because you ain't make the decision. So exactly what you were afraid of, it's not like a scripture or like some sort of a saying. It's like, oh, the thing I feared the most has come upon me. That's exactly what's happening to you. So you so scared to make a decision and nurture your decisions that you're paralyzed in not making any decisions because you feel like, oh my God, like, you know, you don't want to experience that ego death. You don't want to feel like you're losing the things that you really want. But the things that you really want are actually on the other side of you making those decisions or whatever. And you're going to experience the ego death anyway. So why hold yourself back? And then that's interesting as far as like, what are you afraid of? As if you're like afraid to stand in your confidence. It's like you're low-key faking this confidence. Like I said with the King of Pentacles that we saw earlier. It's like you low-key putting on a front because you want people to see you as grounded. Oh, I got money. I'm financially stable. I'm secure. But really, that's a false perception that you're putting on. That's a mask that you're wearing, right? And it's like what you're afraid of is going through an ego death. You're afraid of actually standing in your confidence. It's as if you're afraid of the light. You're afraid of people seeing where you were deceptive. It's like you're afraid of like when someone holds a secret because it's like, oh, well, when I tell it, everyone's going to judge me. Like people see through your mask and they're probably judging you anyway and just not telling you. So I don't really know. I feel like it's just like, even like the self-deception. Like it's like you're really just deceiving yourself. And you're afraid of being seen a certain way. But this person's doing this in broad daylight. Like people see it anyway. People literally see it anyway. And it's as if you're like afraid of connection. As if you're afraid of emotional vulnerability. It's like you want love, but you're afraid of it at the same time. And so you hold back and remain in confusion, but you really just feel out in the cold and overburdened and just like, golly, it just seems like my mom used to say, when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain to change, then you'll actually do something about it. But okay, so I don't really know how long this video has been going on for, but are there any final messages? What else does Cancer need to know about how they're healing this energy right now. Because either way, you're healing it, right? Like you're here, you're aware, you're curious. You know, we saw that Page of Swords earlier. You're curious. So this is helping you to have the courage to fight through your limiting beliefs, to see and to have the strength regarding where your thoughts are just like really holding you back. The Hermit to the Eight of Pentacles. So I'm getting that, like, whatever you're going through right now, I'm getting that whatever you're going through right now, it's helping you to step into your spiritual leadership. Like, you clearly have a lot of light to assist and like guide the world. Like your light is actually really going to serve people. So you're learning how to not hold your light in only to yourself. You're learning how to work hard. You're learning self-mastery. You're learning discipline. The eights showed up a lot too, which eight is just another multiple of the two. So strength, courage, Leo energy, shining, okay, all comes from decision making and courage, having the strength to nurture, okay? So twos and eights, very significant, as well as the six and the 9. Anything else? Any more messages for Cancer? Yeah, oh golly, I wasn't even trying. You know what? This just came out anyway. The 4 of Cups. So maybe you're feeling a little apathetic. Maybe you're feeling kind of dissatisfied. But God is offering you this cup right now that if you can just see it, like there is divine. The divine is at work in your life right now. Judgment is being called on you. Maybe you weren't listening to the call, so it's being forced on you. Because there is a mission and a purpose. And who God loves, God calls. Okay, so you clearly are chosen for something great. And God is coming after that ass. Okay, it's like, look, you cannot keep on. I mean, you did it long enough to where now this is a divinely appointed time that you are coming out of that indecisive energy. Okay, but the 4 of Cups still came out, and I looked at it. I felt it, but I just kept on going, didn't say nothing about it. But here it goes again, where God is trying to give you this cup, and then there goes the Ace of Cups at the bottom. It's like God is giving you a new emotional beginning. God is handing you something that you was not going to be able to get on your own. Okay, the Aces remind us that everything comes from God. Everything. Faith of a mustard seed. Everybody has been gifted the same amount of love and light. And it is up to us to nurture it. So are you nurturing your shadow, or are you nurturing your light? Are you nurturing your ego, or are you nurturing your higher self? And you're going through something right now where you're learning balance. You're learning how to balance your spirit and your body. Okay, your higher self with your lower self. You're learning how to balance this right now. You're learning how to temper. Okay, and low key it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary and it's helpful. And if we allow ourselves to practice temperance without it being forced upon us, okay, temperance is right before the devil, and the devil is right before the tower. So if you practice temperance intentionally, then when you are faced with challenges, when you're faced with temptations, you have cultivated wisdom and discernment. You understand how to have boundaries and stuff like that. So God is giving you this new emotional beginning that you probably felt like you were losing out on these 3 of Cups. And we already talked about this earlier, which you're getting that anyway. So if you're able to turn around from these 3 cups that you feel like, I mean, it's like you literally are only going to not look at them for how many seconds to turn around and take this cup from God and say thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's still there. With the Four of Cups, it's like before the Five of Cups, if you were to just turn around and be willing to accept what God is offering you, then you don't have to go through losing these Three of Cups. That I feel like is a really, really important lesson for somebody. That is a message for somebody. Like, very specific, but I feel that real heavy. Everything that you're going through right now is learning that by you accepting what God is trying to give you, you're not going to miss out. I'm getting FOMO. I understand FOMO. I understand that. And I actually used to, and we're talking about shining lights on our darkness. Okay. You just shine a light on the shadow. That's how you get rid of a shadow. You shine light on it. You don't have to do anything crazy. You just allow the light to shine. And when it comes to FOMO, I used to tell people, oh, yeah, it's like I want to do that, but and I would just be honest about the FOMO. Like, I have this fear of missing out. I'm experiencing this fear of missing out. I really want to go, but I feel like I need to honor my body, or I need to honor this commitment over here. So I'm not able to do that. But a part of me fears that I'm missing out. And what is a fear? False evidence appearing to be real. Doesn't make it less. It doesn't mean that we don't experience it, right? Like, fear is something that we are experiencing, but it's false evidence appearing to be real. So when it comes to FOMO, when you, like, people who don't want to get married because they don't want to miss out on life of being a bachelor, it's like you're fearing the loss of something, which is not true. And so by accepting the fear, by nurturing, okay, I like that. I like that, Lord. By nurturing the fear, you lose out on what is really for you. Because you're so scared to turn around and receive what it is that God is trying to give you, then we wind up in the Five of Cups where the Three Cups were knocked over. So this is where we learn that if we're willing to turn away from what we feel like it is that we want, we're going to recognize that we're going to get it all. We're going to get what God is giving to us, and we're still going to keep what we're emotionally invested in. Okay. So I think that was a great place to stop. And I feel like you have some new commitments coming in, and some beautiful new beginnings coming in your life, including money, including love. But underneath it all, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling afraid. And one thing that I can say to you, having experienced that, like, we all still experience that, but the people who are disciplined, the people who, because discipline is going to outdo motivation. Like, discipline is you having your own motivation. So the more that you can cultivate this discipline and this self-mastery and continue to put in that work, even through the fearful thoughts, even through the anxiety, even through the disbelief. And there's a scripture for that. I believe it's in Mark, where it's like, Lord, I believe, but help me in my unbelief. It's always both. Okay, so I hope that this message was helpful. I truly feel like this was for someone. So I am sending you so much love. Okay, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.